Testing, testing. All right, pleasant good morning, everybody. Morning. It is indeed a pleasure to be here and to share this morning. All right. Yeah. All right. So what I'll do while we get things connected. I over the last couple weeks, months, I've been doing a lot of training, a lot of preparation for a couple of initiatives that are going on. I was moving forward for the last year, so I could have the kind of courses. Getting into the zone, right? Feel a little. Yeah. So yeah, I would have been doing a lot of training and stuff, and both me receiving training and me facilitating training. Right. I had the privilege of being in Orlando for a John Maxwell leadership training. Are you this clips? Boom. Yeah, so this is in Marriott in Orlando. I was there for a couple of days. We had a growth and leadership conference. It was a phenomenal time, right? And I must add that when I was asked to share, right, I would have indicated to Dylan, well, I have to leave the island, so I won't be able to share the previous Sunday lesson. But nonetheless, whilst at Cell Group, I just felt like God was telling me, this is what I want you to talk about, right? And this, during the message, you can get confirmation from person himself. But the beautiful thing about being in Orlando, it was like confirmation to the message. Yeah, a lot of the testimonies from persons who are also part of the John Maxwell leadership team. A lot of their testimonies spoke to the topic and message that I want to share this morning. All right. For those of you, I only really seen one person, but for those of you who've never experienced me sharing, I'm more teacher than preacher. So it's more teaching, more practical, hence obviously the paper. All right. Yesterday.
Does you?
Yeah, but missing some pictures.
Pictures?
Yeah, a whole set of pictures. 5 pictures.
No, they're after. You have it after.
Well, something shifted. Click to the first picture. Then we can come back after the okay, good. So yesterday, we started a 10-week journey with 54 young men. Yeah, this is the State Zone project where we are doing mentorship with 54 boys for the next 10 weeks. After that 10 weeks, we are going to spend at least 1 year working with these boys on an individual basis. Yeah, it's not only myself, there's a team of 10 individuals. All right, and the programs that are directed for this program. So this was the orientation. They coming in for the first time, meeting for the first time. Then again, I love activity, so brought the days outside, get some melanin, and we had some good fun. They also created the opportunity to learn more about sports. Competition brings out character. Just remember that, all right? Here I am facilitating the session on the inside. Here's one of the volunteers working with boys on the inside. We had one of the young men come up and assist as we took stuff from the activities we did, we assisted by writing on the board. We believe in empowerment right there and then. So we don't just wait to get a skill or whatever, but in the early, we allow the opportunity. But let's go back to activity. Boom. And then I'll put the next thing. Right. Okay. So that we have an understanding of how today's message is going to go. I have this activity I want us to partake in, all right? And each person will have a newspaper in their seat, well, on their laps, pardon me. I just want you to take the paper and just take a little perusal of the information on the paper. A quick little read through. Some persons may have something about sports, it could have something about politics, something happening somewhere. I'm not sure if I put any classifieds there, but we may have one or two classifieds. You just begin to peruse the paper. You'll notice at the top of the paper, it also has a date in which it was released. So you have an idea of around when the information was distributed. All right. And once you peruse, you don't have to go deep into reading the articles. And I just want you to do this with me. So you're gonna hold the paper up. Next to this machine within a few days. That sounds really nice. Yeah. Fantastic. Actually, yes. And as tight you can get it, because for some of you, you may need to get it really tight and solid. I require for you to try from where you are. No, y'all. From where you are, I want you to try to get it into the basket. One at a time so that we can see, hey, who just got that in? Just be the closest. There's three. It's three. Right, so three persons, not your second one. Yeah. It's three persons got it in. All right. I just want you can have your seat now. Okay. Yeah, I just want some feedback from you guys on what you thought about the activity, just the whole experience in itself. Fun, favorite word, love it. Unfair. Why was it unfair? You were at a disadvantage. Can I ask an honest question? You never signed on to come up front and go. Okay, good. Also, did I tell you? I didn't stick up where you are, but can you not change positions? Well, okay, good. Interpretation. So when you looked at the newspaper, right? Everyone had a different article, but same newspaper, because I think there were only two newspapers in this. One was on Wednesday and one was Thursday, right? So you have the same newspaper, but different messages coming from it. Yeah. Did I ask you to sit there? You chose to sit there. Did I ask you to sit there? You chose to sit there. So when you say you were at a disadvantage, you mean you put yourself at a disadvantage? No. I'm going somewhere. I'm going to come to your point. Yeah. So I'm asking you if I was a person who put you there. No. Yeah, so your choice is who position you where you are. Okay. Yes, can you play your room? Well, it wasn't right quite ready for the basket. You would put the basket there. I would not have it. And secondly, the crowd blew away my You want to send a glance at paper and read the idea on the side. you're gonna understand ball up and not throw it away, but throw in. Is gonna come shortly, yeah? Anybody else? I think in the
Comments and center. When you ask if anybody said comments and center.
Comments, yeah, any more comments?
Yeah. I don't want to deliver the state yet.
What are you gonna have to say like that? You're gonna say something wrong? One second. Requires skill. Just remember all of our contributions, right? One second, you were gonna say.
I was gonna say, I said to myself, oh, this is a challenge. Let's see if I can do this, you know, like, whoa. But I took it as a challenge.
Anybody felt like not doing it? Well, there are people who feel like not doing stuff, but we'll get to that point as well.
I wanted to do it like children.
You're gonna see where that's not good, that's not good.
And he's my cell leader.
Oh, boy.
Required.
Yes.
Alright. Okay. Alright, oh, sorry, apologies.
Before I say it, apologies for throwing a second paper, as well, but, what I want, sorry,
No, wait,
what I want to say is that it really, it kind of helps show me that I not to take things for granted, because in this context, the instructions were to glance through it, and then this part of it, throw it away, and then, once you throw it away, of course, in this current context, you can't, in a very limited sense, you can't really go back and retrieve it, if you're going according to the rules and stuff like that, so it really shows, you know, when you have something, that when you have material in front of you, like for instance, we have access to connect so much of their material there and stuff like that, and people don't necessarily use it, but if you're given a finite lifespan on such a piece of, on such information, then it really shows you not to take advantage of it because it's lifespan was from late, and so you wanna, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to go back to your first statement, right? You apologize for throwing the second time.
Yeah.
Now, because of the time I have here presented, I cannot give you infinite opportunities. Okay? The reality is we have infinite opportunities. Well, not infinite, it is finite because we have a lifespan, right? But within our lifespan, the opportunities to throw depends on who? On us, correct? So no apologies necessary, right? For the throwing second. The next point, you guys think. A joker. Anyway, you guys keep saying, throwing away. The objective is to get you into the motion or the action. It's not throwing away. Let me break it down for you. The paper represents our story, right? Our narrative. The balling up is the progression of taking that from wherever we are to our goal. We all have a goal in life, something, a purpose that we've been formed to. So you're not throwing away, but for the sake of the activity, you are now moving towards your goal. Everybody's with me?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're not throwing away, but we're moving towards. But I cannot verbate that in the beginning because it takes away from the whole point of the activity we're doing on the activity. The experiences thereof.
No, I'm just gonna say, I speak on behalf of us all, that our desire, let's get it.
And it's supposed to be organized.
Not all of
I'm
us.
going to, oh boy. You are correct.
All of us.
You are correct. All right, so like I was saying just now, the narrative has been written. I don't think it's looking things, I mean, just. All here. No, I'm gonna finish the last one. Right, so a narrative has been written. And I want you to note that if you fail to indicate, to dictate or write your narrative for yourself, there is someone who is going to write it for you. Yeah? Okay, good. And the next thing, I think it was my day, I can't remember your name. Tyrone? Oh, Cairo. Thanks to Egypt, because I would not. Yeah. So to achieve, yeah, it's there, reaching your goal, you have to change some stuff. He made the point at the end. Even though I said throw from where you are, no, I think it was. Yeah, no, right? I never said you had to stay in your seat. You could have actually moved. The importance of moving or shifting is aligning yourself with the things that will help you achieve your goal. So for example, I'll use Doc for example. Before becoming a doctor, he had to go to school. Yeah. And then before getting the full license, he had to. Yeah. So there are steps you have to move. If you stay stationary, you will not be able to achieve your goal. So some shifting, some movement, some alignment needs to happen in order for us to achieve our goals. Yeah. And most importantly, you have to be consistent. All right. This is where the second attempt comes into play. Yeah, you don't make it the first one, you make it the first one. For those who don't make it the first time, you continue to try and try and try until you achieve your goal. Yeah. So the message today is going to be focused inward. Our attitude. I want us to begin thinking from a different perspective, right? First, I want us to think about vision. You know? I'm going to say vision, our purpose in life. I heard John Maxwell say it like this: vision is like your destination. And there is a vehicle to get you from where you are to your destination. But when you get into that vehicle, do you see the destination right away? No. You get in, you start up the engine, whatever vehicle it is, then you gotta go to the stop sign. You may have to get to pedestrian crossing, you may have to get to a roundabout. You're still in there yet. But you can only see so far. The destination is still there, but it requires movement. It requires doing some stuff. So what is our attitude when we don't see the destination right away, but we have all these corners, these stoplights, these roundabouts where we have to yield and give way to other people? The pedestrian crossings where we have to allow persons to go across. What is our attitude in these moments? Right? What is our attitude towards life? Yeah. Is it always fear? Is it always easy? So the persons at the back had it more difficult. They felt like it was like as though there's so many factors because my message today is on attitude. I will not delve into things like choices and these sort of things that we can go really deep with this. Yeah, just focusing on our attitude towards our journey. Yeah. Easy as that. Is it always easy? And then the third one is, what is our attitude towards people? That narrative has been written. Who is the author of that narrative? Is it God? Is it in alignment with our purpose and our calling? Whose report shall we believe? So I want us to get into the crux of the message today. And this is a familiar portion of scripture, right? And I have it here. We can follow in our Bibles, we can follow on the screen. All right. And it's Matthew 25, verses 14 to 30. And it goes. Again, it will be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted his wealth to them. Talking about attitude. To one, he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2 bags, and to another, 1 bag, each according to his ability. Then he went on his journey. The man who had received 5 bags of gold went at once and put his money to work and gained the more. Gained 5 bags more. So also the one with 2 bags of gold gained 2 more. But the man who had received 1 bag went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. The man who had received 5 bags of gold brought the other 5. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 5 bags of gold. See, I have gained 5 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in your charge of what? I will put in charge of what? I will put you. Come and share your master's happiness. The man with 2 bags of gold also came. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 2 bags of gold. See, I have gained 2 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. Then the man who had received 1 bag of gold came. Master, he said, I knew that you are a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid and went out and hid your gold in the ground. See, here is what belongs to you. His master replied, you wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed. Well then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers so that when in return, I would have received it back with interest. So take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one who has 10 bags. For whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. And throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. I have 3 takeaways. Before I look at this, I should have called this message the power of 3. Because everything is 3, right? Everything, 3 points to everything. But anyway, right, 3 takeaways that I want to leave with us this morning. The first one, trust that God made provision to equip you for your journey according to your ability. Understand that when we were created, God entrusted some measure of ability in us. Yeah? So let's have a grateful attitude. This is the first measure of attitude I want to see today. Are we grateful every single morning when we open our eyes? What is the attitude we have on a daily basis? When we face the challenges of life where sometimes it feels unfair, it feels uneasy, what attitude are we presenting? Work with what you have been given. I love this part. God's gift to us is our potential. Our gift to God is not only utilizing, but growing that potential. Just like the master, God has given us something. It is our responsibility to take what he has given us and sow into it. Not only grow it, but utilize it. We have all been called to go. Our going may look different, but we are all called to increase the body of Christ. how are we looking at what God has positive things? Are we like the servant that we want? You start to see that even where you start to see you get angry. They don't wanna. What is our attitude? towards what is- Everyone cannot be with foot with mouth or anything. So we're not to look at the other body parts, but it's our responsibility to be the best at the thing that we are created to be. Simple things like, what made me say,
You want me to do next? You will go out there.
you never say we couldn't move, you should. If where you are is not working for you, make the necessary movements. If you take a mango seed and you put that seed into a clay pot, that mango tree or seed will not go past the boundaries of that clay pot. But if you take the very same seed and you place it into an open field, the more opportunity it has to go deeper, the more opportunity it has to go higher. Yeah, the deeper we can go in God is the most the increase each other is. The higher heights we can attain. Yeah. So we need to have a consistent attitude. Pursuing the increase that the Lord has called us. Third, what you put in is what you get out. If you take what God has given you, given us. Yeah, and we just bury it. Guess what? When he returns to take an account, we give it to the ones who has put what they were given to us. Yeah. So we need to change some habits. Yeah, we need to have a growth attitude. It will not be easy, it will not be fear, but every step of the journey turns those experiences into insight. We have to take the time to process, reflect. What can I learn from this? How can I improve? And when you look back at your narrative, your story, there will always be a story of growth. When persons have to speak about, they will say that, well, hey, you know, X, Y went through this, but this is how they overcame it. You are the author of your narrative. So, in your going, know that God has purpose for your life. Yeah? He is the author and the finisher. He is the one who has written your narrative. Yes, we have the freedom to accept or deny. But at the end of the day, he has written the narrative for us. Are we going to live up to the calling that God has called us to? Or are we going to accept the curves? So we get to the first roundabout, vehicles are constantly coming. I have to yield in this part of the car, and you don't move any further, never reaching your destination. Or are you going to wait for the opportunity for you to then move forward to advance, getting that much closer to your destination? Yeah. It is your responsibility to use and grow what God has given you. Sometimes, yes, we need others for prayer, for encouragement, to share it, you know, to offload on, to wipe a tear, break bread with. But it is our responsibility as the individual whom God has given these gifts and abilities. It is our responsibility to bring that increase. And finally, make whatever shift is necessary for you to achieve that. a lot of the times the shift is one of the most difficult things. Maybe it is a relationship, maybe it is a connection, maybe it is familiarity, whatever that habit, that thing is that keeps you from attaining your goals, sometimes we need to move. Sometimes we need to shift and align to something that would add value to us achieving our goals. Whether it be studying, more prayer, whatever it is important for us to first identify what that shift is. And meet the necessary. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you very much. I hope that the message this morning was an encouraging one. Short, simple, hope it was sweet. I know it might not have been sweet for some people who felt disadvantaged, but yeah. Yeah, but I thank you for your listening here and over. Yeah.